Dre and Smiley, trending Tuesdays. What's trending this week, Dre?
Yeah, man. So what's trending is TikTok. Not surprisingly, it's in the news again. So I'm going to read this article that I saw online here. Montana banned TikTok. The state of Montana bans TikTok. Creators in the state are bracing for what's next. So apparently, this isn't going to affect, I believe, until January of 2024. But TikTokers, I guess that's what you call them. I don't know. Users of TikTok in Montana, you know, they kind of are split in terms of their thoughts and feelings on this. I'll just be candid with you in terms of my thoughts on it. Generally speaking, I feel like TikTok has got a hold on our younger generation that is it's unreal, and the things that they're learning from it, I think are useless. I think that there is some value in some of the stuff that's on TikTok, but the whole addiction to still social media. I think we touched on this before, and I've shared my concerns before in terms of the addiction the younger generation has to social media. It's very concerning. Should a state go to the length of banning an app? I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I do understand where they're coming from in terms of them feeling like there's a need for them to intervene here to to try and get a hold on it. I don't even know how successful this is going to be because of the layers of how complex it is to try and ban an app in a state. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts. What are your thoughts on it, man?
I think this is such a bogus thing in so many levels because you got the state of Montana trying to dictate to families what their kids should be watching or shouldn't be watching. If they look at YouTube, you can find some despicable things on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, all these different apps, they have parental controls on apps. So you can put parental controls and restrict what your kids see. I'm just going to think out there, not that I'm a user or looking at it, but you can download Pornhub to your app. Let's start stopping kids under 21 from downloading porn apps to their phone. What's stopping them is parental supervision, controlling what their kids have on their phones and the settings and parental rights. My daughter, her mother can see every text that comes on her thing, every app she goes to, every page she goes to. Is that mothering too much? But she's our child. We control where she goes, and we could get a red flag when she goes where she doesn't want to go. I don't think I want the state of Montana or the United States controlling down to that level. I like the idea that the technologies provide the controls that says, well, like if you look at your car, you may say, okay, my kid's 16, but I want to make sure he doesn't drive drunk. So they make sure there's a thing on there you got to breathe before you start the car. There's technologies that you can use to control behavior, and Montana, I think, is crossing the line in so many ways. There's only like 2 billion people there anyway. Who they controlling?
Yeah.
TikTok ain't gonna lose any value of dollars from Montana. I don't know. Maybe there's 5 million people there.
But here's the thing, and I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I don't feel like this is something that can be resolved through a state enacting some ban. At the end of the day, like you just stated, the responsibility to make sure your children are using these social media apps in moderation is the responsibility of the parents, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Um, I'm not sure. There's got to be some underlying story here in terms of why Montana feels like, oh, this is something that we can tackle, versus telling the parents, hey, this is your responsibility. Um, for anyone who hasn't had a chance to hear about this, it's definitely something that will spark discussion within your circle of friends and whatnot. It's all over the news. If you get a chance, check it out. Anyway, hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.